I'm Gan Dunley, and I'm here with Tom Kennedy, his restaurant Ziggywurst here in Siloam Springs. Tom, tell me about your restaurant.
Well, it's a German-style restaurant. We started about 2.5 years ago, and we wanted to have something that's different and unique to the area. And wife and I love German food. Been to Germany many times. Used to live there when I was a kid for a couple of years. And we got our interest back in German products by having a German exchange student stay with us for a year.
Really?
Yes, and so that kind of got our interest back in, and we went to Germany several times and fell in love again with the food and everything. So we wanted to start a restaurant that is not available in the area. There aren't any kind of German foods in this area.
That's exactly right. And why Siloam Springs?
I live here, so that's the best way. I'm just a few blocks up the hill. I live here, so I've been here since 1985. I retired after 25 years with a local gas company, and I wasn't ready to retire yet, so I wanted to keep on working a little bit, so I decided to open up a German restaurant.
Yeah, the growth down here is wonderful and a great location for you. And the food you were talking about with all the German cuisine you have here, what's some of your favorites?
I love the sausages. We get our sausages from Siggy's in Tulsa, which is a German-Austrian restaurant and butcher shop. Siggy's has been in business since the early 80s, and he's a fifth-generation Austrian butcher. Those are pretty much old-world style sausages, and every one is unique and different and really good.
Yeah, but what do you pair with your sausages?
The sausages all come with sauerkraut, which we make here. We buy it fermented already, and we make it, and it comes with grilled onions. And we have two mustards. We have a Siggy's Dusseldorf mustard, and we have a mustard that we make in-house. That's my wife's great-great-grandmother's recipe from the 1800s.
All right, so a secret family recipe you've got.
It's a secret family recipe. It's not, yeah, it's an older one. It's very simple, but it's a sweet, spicy mustard.
I see the mugs around here, different mugs.
Yes.
What's going on with the mugs?
The mugs behind me are, we call like our mug club. The people buy the mugs, they pay for them one time. They're all made in Germany. They're fired and labeled and made in Germany. This idea was from a brewery I saw in Austria when I was there. They went in and basically grabbed their own mugs, and basically you walked up to the bar and they served them for you. So, but you buy the mugs and you keep them here, or you can take them home. And then when you come in, you get a mug and you get a discount on your purchase.
Oh, that sounds great. Sounds like a lot of fun. A lot of room in here. You've got the big public tables. People can sit down and a lot of fellowship and talk in the community. Kind of turns out for that kind of stuff.
Yes, it does. Yes, and that's another thing from the European style. You have the big community tables, the large ones. They're heavy wood, so and you invite a lot of people, and they slide them together and put more in here.
Well, it looks great. So how'd you come up with the name?
Ziggy came out, well, the Wurst is actually sausage German, so we figured we wanted to do something with the Wurst. A friend of mine and I were talking one day and we're trying to decide of a name to come up with. We said Wurst and Companies, and he said, well, somebody used to call me Ziggy once in a while, like, So we thought, well, Ziggywurst, that sounds good. It's very German sounding, and it's very easy to use because people can say, let's go to Ziggy.
Absolutely, sounds like a fun place to be.
Yes.
So Tom, that smells great in here. I'd love to try some of your food.
Well, good, we'd like to have some. Here we are, just some sausages and our mustards for you.
All right, Tom, this looks great.
Great, and it pairs well with the German beer.
Now the first one here, what am I eating here?
That is the beer broth, which is your white sausage, a light textured, mild flavored, not spicy.
And traditional dip it in right here?
You can dip it in there, and that's my wife's great-great-grandmother's recipe. That came from a saloon in Hannibal, Missouri. That's the story they gave us, that she had to go to the back door of the saloon to get the recipe because she was a respectable woman in the town at that time. So she had to go in the back door to get the recipe for the mustard, and she loved it ever since.
Oh, wonderful with that. Now, and what's this sausage?
That is called the Käsewurst. Now that is a cheese sausage. So it's more like a Polish style. It's a more heavier body sausage, but it's got chunks of cheddar cheese in it. And it'll have some lemon and some garlic, and so it's a few different things in it.
That's great. You can taste the cheese in it. That's a wonderful flavor.
Yes, it's good, yeah.
Tom, thank you for the brats. Man, I'm definitely coming back.
Well, great. We're glad you're here. And the German word for thank you is bitte. So you're very welcome. So come back anytime and bring your friends.
All right, will do.
Good, great.
Hey, are you subscribed yet? You better do so in order to never miss a segment. Click below and subscribe today.